Throw a rock into a pond, ripples fade away.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome back. If you're new here, I am Lance B. And today we are reacting to the new Starfield official gameplay reveal. Xbox and Bethesda Showcase 2022. Now, I've heard so much about this Starfield the last, I can't even tell you how long. So I'm kind of intrigued on what this is going to be about. Now, I've love-hate relationship, more like an abusive relationship with a Fallout 4 in particular. It's bittersweet to say the least. Now, I love Fallout 4, but it's also a abusive husband toward me because with all the crashing and the glitches and the bugs. But I keep going back due to the fact that there's mods that you can always add to it, and I just like the storyline. I love the world. I love the open world space. I like the story is lacking, but everything else I do like about. I like the gameplay. I like the characters. I like raiders, the gunners, and all that. But that's the good part. Why I keep going back to that abusive relationship of that game. It's pretty crazy. But once again, I always go back to Bethesda and say, "Oh, can I have some more?" And here we are. So Starfield, I'm not really too sure. It's gonna be like, I guess, a space game. So let's check it out. This is gonna be by GameSpot. I almost said GameStop, but it's GameSpot. But here we go. Let's check this out. I'm kind of intrigued. Let's make the screen bigger. The wonder is not the field of stars, is the vast. What? Look, I only have an X amount of reading skill here, but the man has measured. What? Who in the bloody? And a totally friends. 1994. Okay, cool, wonderful.
Control, this is Constellation Starship Frontier. We're ready to start on your signal. Maintaining exit vector course. Steady till ready. Coordinates input. Plotting jump course. Guidance has converged. We're looking good. Allocating auxiliary reactor power. System checks are green across the board. Grav jump commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Okay, that looks.
It's hard to express how excited all of.
Sorry, Ron Howard. Todd Howard, what is with you in that leather jacket? Boy, you want to get your money's worth buying that goddamn jacket. It reminds me of my ex's motorcycle jacket. Oh, God. That's a bad association. Keep going. Oh, did I go? Come on. I didn't go back like that. Come on. Okay, pretend I didn't do that.
It's hard to express how excited all of us at Bethesda are to be here with you today. We're so grateful you're spending the time, and we know you've waited a long time to finally see Starfield. It's easily.
Oh, that's the reason why. He has the matching shoes with the matching jacket. Oh. Maybe get an up-to-date haircut too there, Todd. That's my gay side coming out of me, just critiquing his hairstyle.
Ambitious game ever. Like our previous games, it's an epic role-playing game where you get to be who you want and go where you want. But this time, you'll be exploring space. So let's jump right in. This is early in the game as you arrive on the mysterious moon of Crete.
16 times the graphics. Alright, let's keep going. All new rendering in motion capture. I mean, it looks pretty. Look, I like Mass Effect, so hopefully maybe this will kind of fall into it. See, that was kind of cool. This reminds me of, what was that movie? Was it the Alien movie? Prometheus, especially, how the ship just lands, how the legs land on the ground. So that's really, I like that little detail right there. We got robots. We got robots. That sounds cool. Robots are cool. Okay, we got our HUD.
According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
All right, little robot. We got little creatures. Okay, life. I'll give my thoughts at the end of the video. I'm not going to jump to conclusions.
It would appear that pirates of the Crimson Fleet are using the facility.
The butt pirates of the Crimson Fleet. Okay, great. I love that.
Hey, there you are! We've got company! Opening fire! Take that guy down, huh?
Okay. Okay, alright. We got shotguns. We got assault rifles. Okay.
You're gonna pay for that!
Today, we honor the third year of our quest against the legions of Siroth.
After some initial encounters, you're invited to join Constellation, who, in the future the game is set in, are the last group of space explorers. To meet them, you'll head to the capital city of New Atlantis.
I like this. I like the look of this. It kind of gives me like Mass Effect type of feel, which I'm liking that vibe. I'm liking that vibe so far. Okay. Pretty. Okay. Skeptical until I get to play on day one. However, so far so good.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. As to what they are, what they're building, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
So, you found something?
The new guy found it.
You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions?
Now, I said this was giving me Mass Effect vibes now. You're telling me you're touching the artifact and you're starting to see visions. Are we going to see the Harbinger in this game too from Mass Effect? I'm getting a couple kind of vibes from this, but I'm going to try to keep my opinion to the end of this.
The artifact you found appears to be one of many, scattered across the galaxy. If we can find more, we can unlock their secrets.
Beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him.
Of course, the settled systems is full of groups with other priorities.
Were they Reapers? Did they call themselves the Reapers, perhaps?
That's the Crimson Fleet!
Everybody get ready!
The fleet doesn't follow the rules. Agree to work for UCC Step. And together, we take down these cutthroat pirates.
We're not just here to shoot the bad guys. We're peacekeepers. We protect the people of the Free Star Collective. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, no one quits. The only way out is death.
Like
the path ahead may be dangerous.
That's great.
But we are not stopping.
Most Dusties don't even make it this far.
Because whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever.
That gives you a look at the stories in Starfield. But ultimately, it's not our story. It's the story you create by who you are and the choices you make. And that starts with character creation.
Okay.
It's our most flexible yet. You can customize all the elements of how you look.
Okay.
You'll pick a background that gives you 3 starting skills.
Says here you spent some time as a diplomat. Having a way with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and disadvantages. But it's not just in how you can look, but in how your character plays and develops. The skill system combines the best from our previous games, and you can unlock new skills as you level up, and then you rank those skills up by using them and completing challenges. And there's deep crafting systems, from running research projects with resources you find, to crafting weapon mods needed to survive. And you can build your own outposts. These act as a home away from home for survival and resource generation. You can choose where and how to build each one, and you can hire characters you meet to keep it up and running. But that's not all. You can even build your own spaceships. can
It
choose
looks
crew
pretty.
members. And yes, you can completely customize the look and layout. There's loads of different modules, ship manufacturers, and more. I have to say, it's so cool. We just absolutely love this. It's not just how the ship looks, it's how it performs, from engines to shields to weapon systems, because yes, you can fly it.
Thrusters boosted.
Okay, okay. The little creaks in that, it sounds pretty cool. That seems pretty cool.
We can't wait for all of you to experience the game. Thanks again for being with us today, and thanks for all the support you've given us over the decades, especially on this game. It's been an incredible journey for us making it, but we know that's really only the beginning, for it's when all of you play it that the real journey begins. And you may be wondering, just how big is this game? So we thought we'd take one last moment and show you. Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison. You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet. And it's not just this planet, it's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100 systems. Over 1,000 planets, all open for you to explore. We can't wait to see what you find.
that it? Okay, when is this coming out? Excuse me. 2023, Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud. Great. I have Xbox. Okay, my thoughts. Now, you might have saw some of the facial expressions I had. And this is the reason why I had some of those facial expressions, for instance. First of all, this was the first thing that made me really go, No Man's Sky. That's the first thing I thought. That's the first thing I thought. Whoa, that reminds me of No Man's Sky. I mean, that's the first thing I thought. Then, these guns, I'm not really crazy about these guns. They're square, boxy looking. I know some people will say, oh, they're kind of space age, blah, blah, blah. Mass Effect had kind of squares looking. I don't know, I didn't like the guns of Mass Effect as much. I love the storyline, but the guns was not one of my favorite things to be like, oh, I creamed all over. I didn't get happy in my pants at all over. But I can get over that. That's not a deal breaker for me. What else? The lock picking. That's one of the least favorite things I like in Fallout. I get a mod for that, so I can just open shit. I don't like the lock picking aspect in Fallout, and I don't like the lock picking in this. It takes me out of the game. That's just me. What else did I kind of thought kind of made me kind of go, what was the other aspect? Oh yeah, like this, like what he said.
Right? That means you saw it. So, you found something?
The new guy found it.
You dug up the artifact, right?
The artifact.
That means you saw it. The visions?
Like I said, that was so Mass Effect. The first thing he said, you saw the artifact? You got the visions? Did you see Reapers? I mean, that I thought so. They mixed No Man's Sky and Mass Effect together. Not too original, but if you do it right, Bethesda, maybe people won't think too much of it. If you do it right, because right now No Man's Sky is killing it because they redeemed themselves with their game. Now, I never played it myself. I have a friend that plays it, and I've watched his videos, and it looks good. It looks great. It looks fun now. It made me kind of like, oh, I'd like to play that. But I know I probably will someday. What else made me kind of like, what was the thing? The customization.
All the elements of how you look.
Like, reminds me a little bit of like Mass Effect / Fallout. The traits was very Mass Effect to me. Where was it? Yeah, these kind of traits and stuff like that, which I do like, but it just reminds me of Mass Effect. But whatever, right? I know you guys will be like, whatever, Becky. And I'm like, look, I'm just giving you my opinions. I like I said, I didn't think these are deal breakers. I'm not saying these are deal breakers. I'm just saying there's a little bit aspects that are just kind of like, oh, wow, this is innovative. What was this thing? What
your own outposts.
Make your own
These
outposts.
act as a home away from home for survival and
No
resource
Man's Sky.
generation.
I mean,
You can choose where and how to build each one.
Don't get me wrong. I like it. Lance, you like Fallout 4 for the building aspect, for the settlement building. Okay, yeah, you're right. Maybe I like this. If they have a nice selection of stuff to build an outpost, it's on like Donkey Kong. I'll probably like jizz all over the screen. So yeah, you might be right.
And you can hire characters you need to keep it up and running.
Fallout.
But
Mass
that's
Effect.
not all.
And then the spaceship crafting.
There's loads of different modules, ship manufacturers, and more. I have to say, it's so cool. We
It looks
just
cool,
absolutely
though.
love this.
It looks cool. The space thing, that looked really cool. I like the space fight. That was cool. Now,
Barren but resource-heavy
this
ice
right
balls
here,
to Goldilocks planets with life.
that's great and all. But don't get too excited because we know how Bethesda is. We don't call it Bugthesda for no reason. Now, you can explore whatever planet you want. You don't have to go to the little structure they say. You can go over here and this little dark circle part and land if you want, but it doesn't mean that you don't have anything to look at. Just like, yeah, you might have some beautiful scenery, but what else is there? Oh, maybe a little mining here and there and whatever. Maybe a centipede, spatial centipede. Spatial. Is that a real word? Anyway. One of the little creatures taking a nap over here, big deal. I don't know. It looks pretty. But ever since the last couple of years of these games coming out so goddamn buggy, I'm not used to that. I'm from the NES, the Nintendo generation, that you get a game, it's working from start to finish until the system breaks on you. There's no such things as bugs. It just doesn't make it's foreign to me. Ever since I start getting later on, I start playing Xbox and play Fallout and stuff like that. It's these crashes and bugs and stuff. I'm like, they allow this? And forget about Cyberpunk 2077. That I mean, I didn't have as much drama as a lot of people did, as far as bugs wise, and I have an Xbox One X. But it's ridiculous. Like, come on, I don't know. I'm intrigued. I probably will buy it. I want to see later on tonight. I'll probably check on other people videos and see what they think about it, because I want to see if other people thought of No Man's Sky like I did. I mean, as soon as I saw that mining thing, No Man's Sky. Oh man, I was like, Jesus Christ! You made No Man's Sky 2.0, girl. Seriously. Are we really doing that? But what's the old saying? Nothing's new under the sun. So whatever. Anyway, that was my intake of it. 1 out of 10. As far as what I see, I call it a 7.5, a solid 7.5. I'd say an 8. I'll give it an 8. I'm in a good mood right now. I'll say an 8. It looks good. The concept looks good. There's a couple aspects that I'm just like, the guns, like I said, the lock picking. But those are just little things that it's not like a big deal. It's not like, oh, I won't buy that game because blah, 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 that. But, maybe there's mods going to be for it. I've always liked the building aspect, the creating aspect. So building your own spaceship, building your own base, having people to fill and work in your little constructs. I like that. And if you have robots in the game that can follow you around, I'm down. I'm there. Just tell me where to be. I'm there. I love robots. When Fallout 4 came out with Autonomatron, and you can have like a bunch of little robot followers, I was living the fantasy. So yes. So anyway, I liked it. Despite some of my opinions, but I still think it might be a pretty okay game. I definitely would buy it. Why not? It looks good. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. Give me some of your opinions, what you thought when you first saw this game. Negative or positive, whatever. We're all it's just a video game. Let's not take it so seriously. There is atrocities happening in the world right now that's more detrimental than a video game. So it is what it is. Let's just enjoy that we'll still all be alive and Armageddon doesn't get us before 2023, so we won't be able to play this goddamn game. So, anyway, y'all take care and